Are we live?
Yeah.
Hey now.
What's just in time.
There's not five
Right
dead
before
people
the.
here, so.
Yeah, we have 5 people, including a. Let's see if we can put this in there real quick. Including a mod cam, right there, right? I know. Exactly, Johnny. Okay, now how do we do this so it doesn't take that? That's better, isn't it? Get a little more screen space with everybody, right? I like it. What's up, everybody? Hey, Alex Radford's here. I like to call him Lex, like Lex Luthor, but he's more the nice kind of Lex, you know, like Lex Friedman. I've been watching a lot of Lex Friedman podcasts.
I wish I could use my emojis from Twitch.
Fascinating stuff. So, welcome everyone to the Gear and Demo Show.
Janice, we're on Twitch right now, my channel. You can use them.
There
on
you
my
go.
channel.
You can use it on Johnny's channel. Dude, I was trying to watch that Twitch thing, but it's so hard for me to do the comments in the Twitch when I'm watching it on YouTube. Because I think you only respond to the ones that Janice has going through on stream elements into the Twitch thing, right? I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
What you were watching earlier was a replay from earlier.
Are you sure about that? Because it said live.
I did it. What do you mean am I sure about that? Yeah. No, that was live. I go live on my Twitch channel, and then I do a live premiere on my second YouTube channel later.
Yeah.
So when I'm responding...
Janice knows.
Okay,
Janice
I get it.
Exactly.
Now I understand. So I'm responding to a live stream that happened a while ago, and I'm responding to the moments of those things you're speaking about during the live. But it was like 2 hours ago, and it's not even making any sense to you. And that's why you're like, huh? In the chat, like... or in the comments. Anyway, whatever.
What?
So, yeah, none of it makes sense. Exactly. What? What? So, here we are. Back on Thursdays. I think I'm going to go back to Thursdays, man. I tried the Wednesday thing for a good couple months, it seems. I had a lot of times when I couldn't make it for other reasons. I'm like, you know what? The band doesn't seem to be wanting to practice on Thursdays, even though originally they said they wanted to. So I'm switching back to Thursdays because Wednesdays just seems to be too much of a struggle. Thank you, Johnny. So we're back to Thursdays, 7 p.m., the earlier time, so Janice can, get a good night's sleep. That's not going to happen.
Well, to actually be on a show or something like that, to really watch a show, I think that if I'm going to go out to do anything, the later the better for me. If I
that's true. Well,
I mean, this takes up my whole day.
Yeah, usually I don't have you on the Thursday show. Usually.
I mean, when I watch a show, like Tuesdays is going to be really hard when
Johnny does his thing.
The Freeze Park thing that I have on the Tuesday nights.
I can't even keep up with all the things you're watching. It's like you're like. Because like you and Ron, you guys are retired, right? So you got all day, all night. Ron's like waking up at 2 p.m. because he's playing Guns of Navarone or whatever it's called until in the morning. Bridge Too Far or whatever it is, And then I'm naming off movies that were like so old nobody in this chat even has any clue except me, Ron, and possibly Janice, though she probably never watched the war movies. She was a piece.
Oh, yes, I did with my first husband.
Okay, did you ever watch A Bridge Too Far? That was a great movie. One of my favorites.
I watched Victory at Sea.
Did you watch Battle at Midway?
Yeah, Away All Boats.
Baba Back Black Sheep.
Away All Boats is really good. I like that one.
What was that? What was that pink submarine one called? PT 109 or 49 or something?
Away All Boats. The ship was sinking.
Oh, Away All Boats. Yeah.
And the dying captain was saying at the end, children helping mother. So they took that to believe that that all the lifeboats were going to all get in the water and pull the sinking ship into the harbor. It was very emotional.
The children were going to pull the big boat into the harbor. I'm sure that
children
worked.
helping mother. I get chills even thinking about it.
Anyway, all right, let's move on to what we're here for. Johnny, what are we here for?
What are we here for? You guys, First of all, let's make this a real show. Let's say hello to our channel members. Here on the Music Therapy Lab show.
Johnny Bean's channel members, because I don't have channel members yet.
Okay,
I have supporters.
Our
so
supporters.
Far. Should I show that? I can present the screen.
Well, you probably should. Yeah.
Even though it's not updated.
Let's present.
All right,
most of those names aren't even there anymore.
Yeah. No, they are. They are. Look,
Mike Olson vanished years ago, Laz. That guy's not here anymore.
You're probably right. All right. Anyway, what I did promise in my descriptions all the way through was that anyone that supports the show for that month, I will display their name. So far, the only person supporting me this month is Anonymous with that thing over there, and that's a big thing. Who's
Animus?
Animus that's his name. Animus. No, it's Anan. It's Anonymous. It's probably some.
I thought you had another. I thought you had another anonymous package as well.
Oh, there was another anonymous package over there. You guys want to see it? Hold on. That's another something I unboxed, and I got 2 pedals made by some company called Jex Telez. Almost Telez. You want to get it closer? Hold on.
So wait, so a company sent you that? How come that's not the priority tonight?
Because we're doing Cece's guitar, because that needs to get going. That needs to get done.
Dude, Cece's guitar has been sitting there for 7 months.
Exactly, John.
But a company sends you something, and you're just going to sit on that?
Yeah. White pedal V3 number 35.
Do that. They do that.
All shall be revealed, Johnny. If you know where that's from.
No,
all shall be revealed. All right.
I've never seen that.
Well, you got to come over and watch some movies, man, because my brother's working back with Comcast again. And that means we're probably going to get a lot of free service. Yeah, happy birthday, John. Same day as Alex Van Halen.
I saw the posts.
He didn't want to believe it. I'm like, dude, it's true. I'm telling you. Look it up online. You and Alex Van Halen share this birthday. So that's awesome. Anyway, congratulations to John. You and I, Johnny, if your birthday is really the one that you tell everyone, share a birthday too, which is fascinating. Not the same exact day, but, the same day of the month.
And
Janice has an announcement.
Neil Arthur of Blamage is the same day as you guys.
What?
Neil Arthur, Blamage.
What?
It's the same day.
That's the clip you sent me.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, just to give everyone the hint, it's the middle of the... Yeah, go ahead.
Can you switch Janice and Ron? Because Roxy's photo is covering Janice.
Yeah, and this will work.
There we go.
I was trying to show her like this so that we would unblock her head. But we could probably put him up here because he's not even here right now. Something took him away. He got taken away by the...
Did you watch the other clip, Johnny?
Oh, my God. Did you watch the other clip, Johnny?
I'm not sure.
All right, let's make it a real show.
Let's watch
we did
it on
say
here.
Hello to everyone here real quick. All right. We still have some of these moderators. Jack the Rabbit is still around. He just lurks. Pooh Ninja on the moon, but always lurking and watching. Dwight Bailey, of course, the hitman, always watching and lurking. Amanda Coombs, sometimes here, sometimes not. Her brother Ben, my brother from another father and mother in Kanakastania, up there in the Great White North. And Brad Guitar Miller, who made this fine thing. Where is it? For me. Oh, my God, I almost dropped it. Check that thing out. Hold on, let me solo me onto this scene here. Thank you, Johnny. Check that thing out. It's a little card holder. And I got that dude, Josh, what's his name? I forgot his name already.
Meter.
That we saw. Yeah, Meter. I knew it was something weird like that. I couldn't remember. It was Miller? No, not Miller. Anyway, he was at Kiesel. And by the way, that is going to be getting picked up in a few weeks because they did give me the call.
He's an incredible player.
Oh, man. Unbelievable, right? Let's get back to
He might be the best of all the Kiesel artists, honestly. He's really good.
Yeah, I don't know. That Devin Townsend guy.
No, Devin Townsend's definitely the best singer.
Different kind of player, but you've seen him play and some of the stuff he comes
I like
up
Thomas
with.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, he plays that stuff too. Yeah,
He's
man.
a Kiesel player, yeah.
There you go. Johnny, when are you going to be a Kiesel player? Got to get you a Kiesel.
That's how good Josh.
You got to talk to
man.
Jeff
He's
and
really
say
good.
you need to provide Johnny with a Kiesel guitar so he can start learning how to play a headless guitar. Well, you've had one before. You've had one of the originals.
I have
You've
three
had
of
one
them.
of the originals. Oh man, that thing looks like basically like the old cigar box guitars, right? It almost looks like one of those, but it has
Johnny
a
needs a
trim on it.
Becker. Johnny needs a
Yeah.
Becker guitar.
Oh, there you go, a Becker. Yeah,
I might know
that
somebody.
makes sense. You might know somebody, right? might
Right,
be able
Ned?
to might be able to work something out for you, right? Anyway, but yeah, let's say hello to everybody else in the chat. We got Zach Thong, a longtime supporter and watcher of these shows, supporting with his subscriptions, right? He subscribes to everyone here, I think. And we got Peggy Bouchard. Hey, Ray's here, Uncle Raymond. What's up? Raymond. And then we've got, of course, we said hi to Lex.
Thank you for the text messages yesterday, Raymond.
Raymond's the coolest. Janice Roberta, who's that? In Twitch. And then we've got Greasy Monkey, who's been commenting and stuff. Thank you, by the way, anyone who's commented. And then we got who's this Ron dude? Ron Gunner.
I don't know. Some idiot.
Somebody told me he's got a good dungeon. It's like a guitar dungeon. Anyway, that's what I heard. And Ian's Guitar Shack. He's got all his guitars in the shack. Thursdays ain't good. I gotta work and sneak to watch. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, what can I say? You're gonna have to lurk and work like I do. That's what I do. You know, watch after or whatever. But I know it's fun to take part in the chat, right? Someday when I actually do monetize this thing, so that I can like have people take part in the chat with like fun stuff, like what Johnny does, like turning off. In my case, I'll probably turn out the lights. If you pay me enough, I'll go away. I'll turn off the lights, right?
Everybody, donate now.
Donate now, says Johnny. And then Keith H, of course, somebody who has sent me some support in the past, so thank you very much. And then yeah, man, Skyprop, he's saying, oh, the Laz Disaster Show is on tonight. That's right, baby, get ready for that. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. Indeed. And then we've got Johnny, of course, posting up his check out the Kramer Eruption humbucker pickup installation part 2. Is that tonight or is that oh, that
was 7 months ago.
God,
that was that guitar. Echo.
Oh, you know what happened? The battery probably died on my earbud.
Like,
and then suddenly
it's like, guess what, guys? A company just sent me something to showcase for you guys, but we're going to work on something that's been sitting here for 7 months instead.
I'm trying to explain to you, Johnny, all shall be revealed. That is not the case. So
okay,
I have to tell you that that is not the case, but you'll find out. I'll reveal next week. We have to keep some suspense. Otherwise, why do people come? Right? Exactly.
7 months.
7 months, dude. It was winter. I got a spray paint thing. Can't do it in the winter.
It doesn't
like,
snow out there, Laz. Come on.
No, but it's windy. Have you seen the wind? I mean, the wind is blowing like debris everywhere, and it's been like on and off rain every time it's a weekend when I have time to do it. Like last weekend, rained again. So too much humidity in the air. Ron, tell him I'm right.
I don't know. I'm not there for the rain. I can tell you, I'm here for the rain.
You do know that moisture in the air, no bueno for spray painting.
That's why I'm not painting right now either.
Is the winter why it took you a while to ship off the packages too?
Oh no, that has nothing to do with it. That's just me being like lazy and not having the time. Both of those things are true. Sometimes I get home, man, after a day of work, and I have my dinner, and I'm just like, because I'm 57, almost 58 years old, I'm just like, oh. Like that, you know, that's what happens. It's true.
This guy's the same age and he stays up all night.
Actually,
yeah, but he's retired. So
he's actually older than you.
He wakes up at 2 p.m. and I wake up at 6.
No, he doesn't.
I go to bed at 5. I'm up about 9:30.
Exactly. 4 hours of sleep, man. I would be dead.
I
want to live longer. You know, you're supposed to get like around 8 to 9 hours of sleep at our age, Ron. Just saying.
I figure that'll happen when they close the lid.
I think that like some of them say, oh, I'll bleed when I'm dead, or what did the guy say?
They say you spend a third of your life sleeping. I don't want to do that.
I'll sleep when I dead. That was a Bon Jovi song.
Yeah, that was a Bon Jovi song.
Or record.
There was a great line in the Predator movie where Jesse, the body Ventura, right? The guy saying, "Hey man, you're bleeding." He's like, "I ain't got time to bleed." That's like Ron right there. He's like, "I ain't got time to bleed."
Yeah, Peggy, they went a little bit north of us.
Oh my God! Thank goodness.
Not much.
I've been in that. Dang. Yeah, I've been in that situation. So Laz is planning to solder in pickups, pots, and jack, and paint it tonight after 7 months of crickets. No, dude, all I'm doing is taking out the pickup and taking out the volume pot. I'm taking off the parts that don't want to get paint on them. You know what I mean? Should I start? Should we do it?
Yeah.
We're 23 minutes into this. All right. So why I have you guys, the mod squad here. Yeah, that's exactly right, Raymond. You know. Why I have the mod squad here, that's all you guys, because I don't know what I'm doing at all. I have no clue. And it's true. I mean, I have some mechanical and, you know, finishing skills, but I'm not going to pretend like I'm some kind of guitar dude. I'm not. And this is the first time I'll be actually personally using the soldering gun, because last time it was Johnny who soldered this pickup in there. So hopefully I don't burn myself first time doing this, but it could happen.
Don't burn the wires.
I'm very industrial, you know.
Industrial or industrious?
Industrial.
Okay.
I
guess you can be industrial if you want to be.
I worked in a factory all my life.
So you worked in an industrial job, but you yourself are an industrious person.
Both.
Yeah.
Sky, yes, it's supposed to.
Yeah, it is getting a Vega Trem. That's one of the upgrades. So if anyone read the description, what I'm going to be upgrading this with, and thank you, by the way, CC, who might be watching, but he does have some personal health issues going on right now. And so he may not always be able to come on live at this hour and whatnot. But he graciously trusted me with this after first trusting Johnny with it, who actually did have some work done on the neck and stuff and had it properly set in a position where it actually functions. Right, Johnny? What I'll be doing is
I played the guitar for a while.
Yeah, you had it for a while.
I played it. When CC sent it to me, he said, "Hey, I'm going to send this to you. I want you to play it. I want you to break it in."
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what I did. I had it here. I used it. And then I guess you talked to him at some point. And then
he actually hit me up. He called me and he's like, "Hey, Laz, I like your blah, blah, blah mod squad show. Why don't you mod that white Kramer I sent to Johnny?
Why don't you work on that in about 7 months?"
Exactly. Exactly. So now if we sent it to Ron, it'd be done in a week, right? Probably
it'd be done before you even sent it
to him. I don't know. I mean,
Ron could actually work on it right now virtually and do more to it than you will tonight.
But see, here's the reason why. Here's the reason why CC sent it to me. The reason he sent it to me is because he wants to show the world that even a guy like me can do this with the help of you, the mod squad out there. So that's the idea. Any guy who has no skills whatsoever or some skills with the right kind of knowledge, help from people like you guys out there, can do this Tinkerman style, like, you know, good old Edward Van Halen did way back in the day, you know, figure it out and turn a cheap guitar, because that body that he bought from Kramer was like a second, right? Unfinished second body. What? Right? The first Kramer body that he got.
There was the boogie body.
Wasn't it from Charvel or something like that?
Boogie body.
Boogie body.
So boogie body. Okay, so maybe I'm saying the wrong word.
It was a B stock, or it was a second.
It was a second kind of B stock piece of, you know, he bought it for really cheap.
$75 for it, I think he said. Yeah, 75 or 65, one of the two.
Something cheap, and 50. Then he put a fender neck on it, or what did he put on it, Ron? Or do you know, Johnny? You probably know, Johnny.
Have to ask Johnny.
The body was 50, the neck was 80, and they were both boogie bodies.
Okay, so he paid $130 back then. How much did CC pay for this Kramer?
Those go for like
179 was in general. 180, 190,
189 or something.
When I bought that black one for you that you then paid me back for, thank you. You know, when we were at that,
I used that guitar for the rehearsal today.
Oh, that's awesome, Brent. We were at that buddy of yours, right? That buddy of yours had that bowling alley punk rock show, and while we were sitting there waiting for them to start, I'm like, dude, they have this thing on sale. I'll get it for you. And he's like, yeah, get it, and then I'll pay you back. And I got it, and then it came to me, and then Johnny picked it up. But,
I remember that now. I forgot that you bought it right then. Yeah.
There's one on Sweetwater right now that's red for $179.
Dude,
I want to get the red one.
Buy that for me right now.
I should. Right now,
that's
broke,
the only one I don't have. I've been looking for
Dude,
that one.
You'll have to buy it because I'm totally broke right now because I have to come up with over $2,000 for that Kiesel in 3 weeks. So I might have to rob a bank. Anyway.
Well, let's do that tonight instead.
Yeah.
I think you got those
Send me some money and I'll go buy it. Anyway. No, I'm not gonna ask. But yeah, the whole point of doing this show, I know, right, Johnny?
What is the point of the show? That's what I asked before we went live. I'm like, Laz, what's the point of the show tonight?
I told you, there's a description, Johnny. I know reading is
and look,
tough.
Janice's face is covered up again, man. Please.
Oh my God.
Move Ron to her spot.
Ron,
trust me.
Back up there.
There we go.
There we go. Out of position there.
I go sit over here.
Janice, watch out. Laz is on top.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna move this below me. Okay, here we go. This is better, right? No, Johnny's on top. Oh, Brett's on top. Okay. We'll move
I don't want to say what
top.
this looks like right now.
All right, Janice is on top. All right. So, I'm gonna move Johnny back here. I kind of like that right there. No, wait a minute. There we go. Perfect. All right. So the point of the show and why Cece wanted me to do this is because he knows I have some refinishing skills with wood and stuff, right? And so he thought, okay, he could probably do a decent job with that. But I went to an auto body parts auto shop, right, and bought the paint. It's enamel, which dries slower, doesn't cure as fast as lacquer and stuff like that. But it's going to be a longer lasting finish and something I can actually spray over the poly that's on there that's white. Oh, you're getting a call, Johnny. Okay, let's see what's happening.
No, that's not Johnny. That's me.
Hello? What? I'm not going to say that on here, man. That's not nice. Hello?
Laz, did you just rip the neck off?
All right, so here's the neck. And that's the first thing I'm going to do some work on. Now, I think I'm just going to...
Put it on this camera.
I'm doing it right now, John.
Does that guitar bother you, Laz?
What do you mean bother me?
Because Brett is playing right now.
Yeah.
Is it bothering you?
Yes, it is. But he keeps doing it, even though I've talked about this before. Hockey stick.
He's a September Libra dragon.
All right, so this is why they call this the hockey stick neck, because. Right, Limon thinks I'm going to whack him with it.
Scott.
Anyway, so the whole.
I'm an October Libra dragon.
You can see by the holes here that Johnny did have some work done on it because the original, setting of the neck was pretty kind of bad. See that, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you look at on the back of the body here.
Yeah, that's what's going to need filled.
Yeah, I'm going to fill that, and I also have to fill this.
Yeah.
Look at that mess. So we're going to use maple. Yep. As you've requested, and then what I'm going to do today is just remove all this stuff in here. Should I even remove it? Should I just cover this up with tape?
No, you got to take the jack out.
All right, so I'm going to take the jack out. So we're going to do that first.
If you got to take, you might as well take it all out.
Might as well do it now. Let's do it.
Take it all off.
All right, so the first thing I should do is probably turn on the soldering gun, right?
Yeah, just don't burn yourself and don't burn through the wires.
And it does tell you what the
But if you do, make sure you do it on video.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're doing it live, Johnny, for the fun of that, So there's the temperature right there. So you guys tell me what the temperature should be. Right now it's at 404.
I want to do it.
Let's go at 409.
Fez.
409.
Well, since you've never soldered before, you don't want to do the high volume, the high temperature.
This is actually in between middle and minimum, so it's just kind of low. It's not.
Yeah, Laz, you don't want to get shocked either.
Yeah. Should I lick it first to make sure it's hot? Should I lick it to see if it's hot enough?
That's what she said.
I kind of like it better when I can see you guys. This isn't that interesting for them to see yet. I don't know why there was this on here. Maybe we're trying to tape something down, possibly. I don't know. I'm going to tape this into position so it doesn't move around. So just see what I'm doing.
This chat is very entertaining.
Yeah. So we've got these wires here that we have to.
If you guys want to see what I did to that guitar in the chat, I'm giving you guys the video from when we installed the pickup 7 months ago.
Now I'm going to take a picture of this, but I can't use my phone. So how do I do that? Okay, you know what? I'm going to just hold it up.
Hold it up to the screen, and we'll screen cap that.
All right, hold on.
And you can actually cut the wire at the claw. Just cut it off, because if you bought the hardwire like I sent you the links for 7 months ago,
right?
You can hardwire that, and that'll keep it from going in the way of the springs.
All right, so now let's go ahead and do a.
So what do you want us to look at?
Just so people could, so I could see in the future what.
Okay, hold it right there. Hold it right there.
Oh, red is hot, black is ground. Okay. That's all you got to remember.
All right, and how that is.
Red is hot and black and white.
You got to go, from the.
What's up, Scott?
Huh?
Scott's in the.
You got the middle and the ground, the middle leg of the pot and the ground for the input jack. Then the other ground is coming from the claw, but you can just cut that.
I
right
see.
at the
Now
claw.
there we go. That's a good shot right there, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then when it comes to the switch, that's easy, right? Now we're probably gonna change out all that stuff. So we're gonna put a new pot in here. We're gonna put a decent, a decent pot in here. Born's like 250, or should I put a 500?
500.
I'd think of 500. Yeah.
500, and then we want it to be the kind that goes fast, right? The fast kind.
Or you can even put a 1 meg in it.
A 1 meg.
Good.
I wonder what's best to go with this Kramer Gibson, made by Gibson Kramer 78 Eruption pickup.
Yeah, at least 500, but I don't know. I mean.
All right. Now, first thing I'm going to remove is this cloth thing.
Get a Gibson one.
We do have.
You can get a Gibson 500 pot.
Oh, should I?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first thing we want to remove is the wiring to the switch or the plug or jack or whatever you call it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this.
Wait a minute, but we can't even see what you're doing.
All right, hold on.
Highlight this camera. Put the stuff like on the table, or pull the phone closer to your crotch. Sorry.
Hold on. No, I'm not going to do that.
Just so we can see what you're doing.
Hold on. No, I'm going to move.
Hey, look, Jana started smiling when you said that.
Jana.
Yeah, I think I'm blushing right now too.
Oh, God.
I'm blushing right now.
You are.
I am.
Johnny.
I just got a light that
decides
not to work.
And Brett is white as the ghost.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
There we go.
You guys turning red. All right.
You don't have any soldering that's a solder sucker. You know how that works?
Yeah, I push this button.
Well, you guys, yeah, okay. But you don't have any damn it,
tinning.
Yes, tinning paste.
Tinning.
No, I did not get tinning paste. See?
Okay.
No, but I'm only removing this stuff now, so I'm not putting anything back into it. We'll need that later when we're putting things back, right?
What's your temperature?
409, like the spray, or like the car engine.
Giddy up, 409.
Exactly. Giddy up, 409. That's why. All right, so let's try this. Do you think that's a good temperature? Here, hold on. Let me switch microphone here like this. You guys can still hear me now, right? You can see everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Now, hold on. I might need something like these little forceps here, right? So when I remove this, I should move this over here, right? This is kind of in a weird position, like that. I do have the wet stuff in there. What's that called? Yeah, I can hear it. So it's
H2O.
hot. Yeah, H2O in the sponge.
I mean, What I would do, I mean, if you could, is it possible with the camera like above you?
No.
Like right above?
No, I'm not that sophisticated, Johnny. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm gonna burn myself. I know.
Falco does it.
See, I don't think it's hot enough. It's hardly doing anything.
You got to keep it on there for a second. You'll keep it on there, and then you'll, if it's hot enough, you'll instantly start. You'll start to see the solder like melt.
I'm telling you, it's not hot enough. I'm turning it up. I'm going to halfway. I think that gauge on the temperature gauge, I think it's not correct because this thing's. I got it on eBay for $45 or something. And remember last time we thought it was hot enough, but it wasn't, and we had to keep turning it up until.
Laz, you said you would never tell anybody about that.
Johnny, that money thing really gets to me every single time.
The money thing?
You're so quick with it.
I'm quick with the money.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
It's still not hot
You
enough.
saw me counting coins earlier.
yes, I did.
Maybe I'm using the wrong kind of tip. Oh wait,
That's what she said.
Hold on. My tip's too big. All right.
Turn it up. Turn
turning
it up. Turn it up to like 600.
All right, I'm putting it on 673. No, I'm gonna go 666 because I like to play with the devil. I have no fear. All right, here we go.
I mean, you're putting a new pot in it anyhow, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Smoke now.
There you go.
Smoke is occurring.
Okay, you want to be careful though because each of those parts are they're attached to two different places.
Yeah, I see that.
So putting one on, heating one and then pulling won't necessarily pull that one off. If that makes sense.
I'm not pulling it. I'm just trying to gently. I think Limon's starting to get excited now.
That's actually being annoying right now.
He feels the heat.
The chicken.
Janice is. Oh, I can smell it. I smell burning stuff.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, got it. Okay, got the black one. All right, so we're good there. Hold on, I'm gonna stick it in the. I'm gonna wipe the solder thing on that little whatever that golden stuff is, and then see that I'm gonna burn myself right now. I can tell. See that? Now there's only one more to go right here. Yep. The white one.
And when you put that back together, remember white is on the bottom.
Oh, okay. That's what she said. God, where is it? Here it is. Come on, Johnny. All right, so we managed to remove that one thing, and I still haven't burned myself. All right. Now we got to remove this from here too, right?
No.
Because we're going to change that pot.
Well, if you're going to put a new pot in it.
Yeah, we are.
You're not going to hardwire it with the hardwire.
Oh, we are. So we might as well leave this wire with this pot that no one's ever going to want for anything unless Johnny wants to give it away.
That's why I said cut the wire off the claw, the tremolo claw, and just pull it through.
Oh, that's even easier. All right, let's do that now. Voila. All right, and now we just have to do this gently. Can you guys see any of that in there? At all? Right there, maybe? See that?
Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go like this?
There you go.
There.
Hold it like that, then desolder.
All right, hold on. I got
Your table's moving.
my makeshift table. Here, how's this? Perfect, right? All right. I can't see it now, though, but I'll just stand up. All right, here we go. I'll just stand up here. All right, Limon, relax. Oh, my God, I'm burning plastic over here.
This may go viral yet.
Hopefully I don't burn Limon.
Oh, God.
Well, Johnny. Lidani, if you're home, come save Limon before I cook him.
Oh, no.
I know. Just open my door and he'll fly out. Trust me.
He's getting high from the fumes.
What I'm doing here, he'll want to escape from quickly as he can. There he goes. See, he just went right out, just like that.
Okay, you got the solder gun against the other wire. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the red one removed. Look at that. Very good, right?
You want to have a fan
Your
blowing
car's
towards
sliding.
that. You want to have that on like a
Next
steady
time.
surface too.
Yeah, right now it's
Just
not.
saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I know. I'm doing this like commando style, Johnny. It's like James Bond.
Well, at least he's not doing it on a bed.
Ow! See, I did it. I just burnt myself. I knew that was gonna happen. I can barely see what I'm doing in here.
I'd actually rather have that done on a bed.
That's what she said.
Come on, Johnny. Don't tell me you didn't set that one up.
I didn't.
Oh.
It just comes natural, right?
Just comes natural. That's what she said, Janice. It's the most natural thing we do.
Yeah.
Outside of eating and sleeping.
There we go.
Still not.
Do you know what you're doing?
I should just cut.
You got to hold it. You got to hold it in one
I
place.
got it. Oh, look at that. Wow, I did it. Okay. Now, that's it, right? Oh, no, there's one more. Oh, no, there's a connection.
There's
to
two
the pot.
more.
Okay, that's it. No, that's going to stay. That's going to stay connected to the pot. I don't care about that stuff. So I can turn this down, right?
Yep.
I'm done. Ta-da! Where's the ta-da thing? Oh, that's the wrong one.
Ta-da.
There we go. All right. So success. Now we still have to pull this pickup out of there, right? And we got to take the knob off, and we got to take this thing off. This thing. So let's do that first.
Be careful pulling your knob.
That's what she said. All right. So I turned this thing off already. Temperature down. Lights are off. Lights are out. No lights.
No one's home.
No.
That's going to say that was about to fall and burn everything.
I know. I just saw that and I'm like, wait a minute. That should be in there more stable. All right. Let's see if I can do it like this. You guys can see that. I got this handy dandy little. You're gonna like this, Ron.
I know. ESP
tool. That's
right.
right. Now I've heard Phil Mcknight say he likes the Music Nomad one because it's got that little slippery thing on the bottom, but he says he doesn't like it because it's thinner and not as strong. So does this work? No, doesn't work in there. So we're gonna have to use needle nose, which is exactly why I have these. All right, let's do it. Oh, so easy. Just turn it like that. Wow. Oops. I probably have some crescent wrenches somewhere, but that might not even fit in there, right? Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
Right
it's like 3D vision.
That was kind of pokey. It poked me. All right, I'm going to stick this back on there because we'll probably buy a better barrel jack for this thing too. What do you guys think? Don't you guys think it deserves it? Everything deserves an upgrade, right? So there are these parts there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to flip it over and do this. Now, these should just pull right off, right?
Yep. But you got to.
I could do it like this.
Make sure there's no set screw in the side, just to be on the safe side.
Oh, inside.
No. On the knob itself.
On the side. No. There isn't.
No, there's not a set screw on that one.
This is like super. It should say tone here. So we got to get one that says tone and not volume, right? See, it says volume, not tone. We have to change that to tone because this is going to be a EVH 5150 inspired.
Change it to scream.
Scream. All right. The thing is that if I try to pull it up with this, it's going to scratch the surface here. So
put a towel down.
It's so close to the body that there's no space. I can still try to do that. Let me try to do that.
What about a paper towel?
I've got that, the polishing cloth that you can get for guitars, or like for sunglasses. It's pretty thin, right?
There you go.
There we go. And we are repainting the body too, so if anything gets nicked, dented,
a little bit of filler never hurt anything.
It's not gonna. No one's gonna know.
Little patty doesn't hurt, right?
Just the people watching the show.
when Cece watching the show. So I'm like, hey, I see a little ding there. You know, it's not wanting to come up. Now there is this like knob puller. It's an actual thing that I do have. Wait a minute, it's coming. That's what she said.
You mean your right hand?
I'm a lefty.
Oh, on guitar?
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's not coming up.
It's my fretting hand too, so it's really kind of irritating.
You know, that's probably why that thinner one by Music Nomad's a better one than this. Hold on. Let's see if there's something else.
There's nothing better than ESP, Les.
Now I can try this. It's very thin. Let's see if we can get that under there.
What happened?
Ah, look at that. Excellent. This is doing it. Now we can maybe get this under that.
Well, you're froze and sideways.
Goodness. It's really not an easy knob to get off. Johnny?
That's what she said.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that.
We don't know you're sideways.
We can't see it, Laz.
It's left to our imagination, which isn't good.
Hey, they're not my friends anyhow.
What happened? When did that happen? Oh, it's frozen. Oh, geez, thanks for helping.
Yeah.
Let me in. This is Lamar. Let me back in. Let me back in.
You know what?
Let me back in the room. This is Lamar. Whoops.
Zow. Wise.
The phone's battery died.
Oh.
Hey, you got it off.
Got it off. That's what she said. Took a lot of work.
Now you just put it back on.
All right, so got that off. All right, so now I do have to do this in my lap.
Oh.
All right. The rest is going to be done on my lap.
Oh.
Right,
Well, highlight.
Janice is smiling again.
I just took a hit.
Whew.
Yeah. But this is what
I'm
the
trying to
CSP
take a hit
is
of his
really good
pen.
at.
I got a pen to hit.
Oh, wow. I used to have the those little USB vape pens. They look like cigarettes.
Right.
And you would charge it in your laptop with a USB port.
Right.
There you go, Les.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I'll put this back
That's what
together.
these do.
I don't know why.
That's what
But
this
I
one
will.
does.
We'll save this for some reason. I don't know why. Look how tiny this pot is.
Yeah.
There's a reason
You
the
look at
guitar's
my phone.
$189.
Exactly. They
I've-
call these like dime or nickel size or something. It looks more like dime size. Look at these little mini batteries that you put in the machines, Johnny. It's almost that size. Look at that.
That's not the same kind.
Yeah.
It's not the same kind. I
Anyway.
mean, the LR44.
All right. So next we do this thing. So I'm assuming we just remove these screws, take the ring off, and just put it up,
Assuming.
You don't
He
have
does
to
a
take the
guitar
ring
show
off.
and he's just assuming how you take it off.
Just take those 4 screws out and pull the whole thing
Oh
out.
my gosh.
What a
This
crazy
is why
show.
this is why I have you guys on the show, Johnny. It's called the Mod Squad Show because I don't know what I'm doing.
It's more like the Mad
I have no
Squad.
idea. I am using the Music Nomad.
Oh, I thought that was part of R2.
I think I hear an R2 unit in there. Oh my! Stormtroopers!
As you
Did you say strong poopers?
Stormtroopers!
put him in the cargo.
Oh, no. They can't get me.
Oh, carbonite. That should work.
He's no good to me, Dad.
Sorry to hear that, Peggy. Sorry to hear that, Peggy.
Oh, should come right out, right?
Yep.
Woo! Look at that.
Dude, I put that in there 7 months ago.
Yeah, now we're removing it.
Eruption.
But we did do like a demo of like the difference in sound between this and the original one that was in here, and you said, "Oh, you like this one way better. You thought it sounded way better." So here we go, and I do have the box for this. I'll send that to our friend CC
More
as
better.
well.
It was
Right,
more
so here
better.
we go. So there's the body ready to get worked on. We got the neck over here ready to get worked on.
Oh.
The next thing I know. The next thing I'm gonna do is like, you know, mask everything with this, but I'm gonna make it like a dedicated video for that, like when I'm actually doing that work.
You need to send
in 7
that
months.
You need to send that next a couple states over and let the expert work on it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Yeah. Tell me why. Tell me why. Anyway, so what I'm planning to do
Tell me
is
why
clean the frets,
you
but that's
cried
after I do the paint work and all that.
and why you
I'll clean the frets.
lied to me.
See what you started there, Laz?
I know. Now,
Tell me
oh my
why.
God, this is what happens. This is
You're
what
gonna have to. You're gonna have to knock the nut off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can get a piece of wood and lay it on the first fret, and just tap it. Yeah, just tap it and knock the nut off. Yep.
So I'll do a dedicated video for that and like masking it and getting it ready for the paint. But I wanted to ask you that this one has the old Kramer logo there. I'm just gonna paint right over all that because it's clear coated. I'm just gonna hit it with like a 3000 grit paper or something like that, and then shoot that that adherence primer on it. That clear coat kind of helps it stick on enamel by U-Haul or U-Null or U-Pole or whatever it is, right? And then I'm gonna stripe this up with the paper with the striping tape stuff that I got, right? We have to do that proper pattern, the 5150 pattern, right? And then we're gonna put the red paint on it, basically. And then I think the last thing is a little bit of black stripe here and there afterwards, right? It's probably going to take about a week or so to do all this because the paint has to dry. The enamel has to dry like several days, if not maybe a whole week to cure, right?
At least a week.
Yeah. So as long as we're in good weather, like we're having 80+ degree weather now coming soon, I'll be able to do this during the week. I'll shoot some dedicated video for all this stuff. Post those videos up as, you know, step 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can I say something?
Okay, go. Say it.
What?
We're waiting.
So once it
That's
starts,
the show. No.
Once it starts to dry, Laz, you can take it out and set it out in the sun or let it hang in the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I am planning to make like a little makeshift booth that anyone can create by buying one of them. Like you can go to like a U-Haul store and they have these big boxes that you can hang coats in. Like if you're moving big coats and stuff, it has a little hanger bar in there and everything. And we're going to hang it in that box and use that box as like a little mini spray booth.
Spray booth, yeah.
There you go.
And that's collapsible into like a flat piece of plywood when you're not, or plywood, cardboard when you're not using it. Yeah. And we can even create a vent out the back and use a fan that sucks outward the fumes and any debris, right?
A thin furnace filter in there too.
Exactly.
We had this thing.
So we're going to create this.
It was a turret, a dust collector.
Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hey, Holly. Holly made it. What's up, Holly? So that's the plan. So I don't know if I have time to. Yeah, I have 3 minutes to do the other mod. If I can find the part. And that's the thing is I don't know where I put it. Maybe it's up here. Could be up here somewhere. Anywhere. Let me bring you guys back. I think Johnny wanted me to bring him onto the screen to talk. Here you go, Johnny. I think he's asleep. Is that really Johnny Bean?
Am I the real Johnny Bean? I don't know anymore.
It's hard to
There's
tell.
so many of them now.
I know there are.
Is it Johnny Bean?
Hey, it's all good for you because every time they say your name, people are like, "Who's this Johnny Bean guy they're talking about?" And then they're like, "Oh, that guy. Oh,
Don't
he's actually kind of cool."
Forget about me.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. Sing it, Janice.
But, sing it, Janice.
And I've actually seen that movie too.
That's a
What
great movie. That's a great movie. Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
That's right.
That's what that is from?
Name that band, Johnny. Quick.
Simple Minds.
Okay, there's another band that has a song in there that I really love,
In excess.
and they have bunnies in their band.
Echo and the Bunnymen?
Yes,
I
love
saw them
them
live,
too.
man.
I did
saw
too.
them
I love
front
that
row
guy.
at
Yeah,
South by
yeah.
Southwest.
That
Oh
guy's
my
got
God.
an
there.
voice. I love that guy's
I
voice.
love them.
Yeah, they're a great band too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smash that thumbs up, you guys. We got 4
Thank you very
thumbs
much.
up.
Smash them. So let me see if I have the parts here to do the other mod. Let me show you guys the mod. If you haven't seen the other mod
I
that I've
wanna go
done
back
to
to
the
the
Les
80s.
Paul, let me show you this thing. The 80s are going to live forever, Janice. That's what's
I
great
would do
about
so
the
many
80s.
things differently.
Now, if you guys hadn't seen this yet, what I did to this thing is that and that. Look at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this vintage kind of white, yellowy, kind of vintagey switch tip. I'm going to change the switch tip to black. I'm going to change the rings to black. I'm going to change the speed knobs to black speed knobs that go to 11.
You ought to put all 4 different colors on there.
What's up, Ryan Hall?
And what I can do right now is put this in.
And take a chain and hit it.
Official Chips and USA branded.
What's that called again?
The poker
Les
chip.
Paul
Poker
or
chip.
more-
That's right.
Les Paul or more Paul, depending on whether you want less or more Paul. I thought
There
that
you
was
go.
funny as
Sky
hell.
props that
So
take the
let's do
pickup
that right
covers
now.
off.
That's very interesting.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm definitely doing that, dude. Absolutely. Absolutamundo, as the Fonz would say.
Boy, this
So,
delay
there
is
you go.
crazy here.
Can you guys see this? Well, that's because you're watching like 5 shows at once, Janice.
No, I'm watching the same show, but on 2 different things. I'm watching it on Twitch. Look, look.
Ryan.
You see
I
that?
know in my neighborhood right now, it's like everybody's using the internet, so my internet's it was slow there for a little while.
That's a good one, Holly. Les
watching the
Paul,
Twitch feed.
more Ringo. Oh,
It was
yeah.
breaking
They're the
up
only
bad
2 left.
I couldn't even get a word in.
All right, so let's get it. Where is it at? Here we go.
John, Paul, George, Ringo. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
You said you're the Beatles with an A, so we are.
We have to get that Jedi training module
Pete Best.
in the right position. I swear I need to paint this thing like one of them Jedi, training modules because it's exactly that size. The thing goes. Pss, pss, pss.
Jedi training balls.
Yeah, the training Jedi training balls.
Laz was the 5th Beatle.
Did you see
Oh,
the Star Wars movie
Yeah.
that had the beer commercials built into it?
No,
We talked about that the other night on Twitch.
Oh, it's weird.
It's hilarious, dude. It was
bet.
in like Australia.
Mhm.
Australia.
Australia.
And what they did was they actually filmed scenes into
Uh-huh.
Star Wars with
No way.
with like beer cans. Dude, it's hilarious.
No way.
Yeah. Robot.
No. No way.
Who told us about it? Tana? Robot? Somebody told us
A
about it.
robot told us about it.
And we watched it. It was hilarious.
I bet.
15 hours and 21 minutes on this battery.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta plug in again.
That's what she said, Janice. You walked right into that.
Yeah, I get it several ways too.
Oh,
now that I think of
oh my God, it gets better and better. Johnny, it's getting bigger and better. every day. It's just getting bigger.
Oh my, you guys are weird.
Well, you know what I said on Sunday, right?
Do you want to repeat it? Because you sent me a
No,
message
I
about
don't.
that afterwards. Okay, so then don't. What are you setting yourself up for, Janice? All right, here we go. You're just asking for trouble.
I am.
I know.
I am asking for trouble, actually.
You crack me up.
Trouble was Laz's middle name.
That's right. They call me Trouble.
In River City.
In the River City, because this is a really easy mod. Like I said, this is a simple mod that you can do.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Actually, I wanna have it at a little bit of an angle because
That's what she said. Okay. But okay,
Johnny on the
what
spot.
I would do though, what I would do, Laz, is
What?
I would not do that what you're doing because
Why
there's
not?
the danger of you twisting the switch around and tearing the wires off the back.
Well, that's why I'm holding it right here, Johnny, so it can't turn. I can feel it, and I'm anyway, and I'm keeping it from turning. And that's why I keep switching it to see if it's moving. It's
Holly, we got to take that last train to Clarksville.
Take the last train to Clarksville. I just got blocked.
Last train to Blocksville. Let's watch
Mod
Fantasia
complete.
right
Mod
now.
complete. Look at that. If you want less Paul, you go like this. If you want more Paul, you go like this. What do you think? Yeah. And then we're going to change everything else to black and take those covers off. Exactly, Skyprop.
I used to practice in the bathroom because of the harmony.
And if you guys haven't seen how this looks when it's all, connected properly. Got the dog collar thing like this. Thank you, Fairfield Music Co. Guitar Co. Whatever.
Sorry, that was me.
He did give me a deal, man. He for the purchase of this dog collar one, I got that other one with rope.
Is it beginning to rain here?
How do you like that? Pretty cool, right? I think so. I knew that once Johnny had that one experience in that hot box experience, he's not going to be able to put that stuff down. All right, that's
sounds like
the show, you guys.
Sounds like the beginning of Sweetly.
We did it. What do you guys think? I did it. Yeah.
Bound down. Down.
And I did actually burn myself with the soldering iron once. So I had a feeling I'd do that. I just kind of knew it was going to happen, and it did. But so far, success on the mod. And I've got all these things.
Hit up the last man.
There you go. I got a set of those last.
So that's what I'm going to use on the frets. Get it all nice and shiny, nice and beautiful. But I'll do that after the paint work, because we're going to clean everything up afterwards, right? Look at that.
I got that little guy from William De Silva. Holly said she's looking for a little tiny piece.
That's what she said.
She did say it. She's looking for a little one.
I got the same thing practically here.
So next week, you guys, I'm going to leave it up to the chat. Everyone in the chat, tell me, should I complete the repair now that I know how to solder? Complete the repair of the freak out pedal, or should I do a demo of those?
I think you got to do the freak out pedal now while we're here to help you.
No, it's too late already. It's already 8:07, and I haven't had dinner yet, and I get grumpy when I don't eat.
Oh, cool, Holly.
But before we go away, let's do this.
Came in.
Before we okay, so Brent's he's always voting for new gear. I wonder why. But let's show that.
Yeah,
what you got there, Brent? Oh, you got like the worst internet right now. What happened?
I know my my rabbit chewed through my Ethernet cable, so I'm wireless right now.
Oh man!
So I got to get a new Ethernet.
I thought maybe
cable.
the FBI was outside.
Wow.
There's some little bird's eyes in between the pickups there and stuff.
He got his own greenie.
Look at that.
I just had that poker chip put on too. Came with that one.
And what did they call that color?
It's called Green Ocean Burst.
Green Ocean Burst.
That's the water coming from really Fukushima.
I still don't watch that video.
It does look a little radioactive.
It's
there.
watermelon.
You know what? You got to learn on that song. You got to learn that.
Live, Brett.
You got to learn that song by and wait for it. The band The Firm.
It's a radioactive.
Right.
Now, that's not an easy who was the bass player in The Firm?
Johnny, tell us.
The guy playing bass.
I have a channel ID from him.
You should put your phone up with it, like, Oh,
I should, huh?
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
so let's say hi to some of the new people that popped in here. Ryan Hall made it. Ryan, thank you for joining. And Holly, of course, popped in. She made it in. So gorgeous, doing, Holly? Says Holly. And that guitar's not bad, too.
Thank you, Holly.
Peggy also likes Octo's
my
nice
rabbit,
green guitar.
My rabbit's a little bigger. And I did get this in the trade. I traded the Gibson Junior and my orange Rocker Terror.
Well, which is it, Peggy? You haven't, or maybe a few times? Johnny says he's never gotten high, but from his description of his Los Angeles experience last summer, I think he just didn't know what it means to be high. But I think that he actually was, because he had all these symptoms. I'll describe them to you, and you tell me if I'm correct or not. He couldn't stop laughing at this guy's really bad jokes. Oh, okay, and he was in a room with a guy just smoked it out. I mean, he was locked in his room for hours and is just smoking him out. So he was right next to the guy. It's called secondhand smoke. And then he got really hungry and ate a bunch of junk food. All right, and then his mouth got really dry, and he felt like he couldn't swallow from the dryness of his mouth. Okay.
Oh,
and then he was like disoriented, and the next morning when he woke up in somebody else's room, no, I'm kidding.
Someone shit in his pants.
But he did make it home somehow by Uber or something like that, apparently. But it is Hollywood, so anything can happen. And then he woke up the next morning and he said, Hollywood. I feel really hungover, but I didn't drink anything or do anything. And I'm like, and then I started asking him questions like, where were you? What'd you do? Blah, blah, blah. And he told me where he was and who was hanging out with and what happened. And it's all a secret, by the way. You can never tell. But his description of his symptoms were obviously he had gotten stoned out of his mind, but he just doesn't know what it was that happened to him. It just happened like a roofie, But
my first experience,
you wake up next day and you're like, what happened? And then you guys find the videotape, and then your life is ruined.
I added.
So that's what happened.
I worked on 14 guitars yesterday.
Oh my God! Let me see your fingers. Let me smell your fingers.
That's a little too much information.
Let's see the proof.
But what I did do on 3 of mine,
I will say the word.
On 3 of mine, I did add the Floyd Rose upgrade kits. So I went with the red guitar. I went with the red.
Oh, look at that! Nice. Oh, look at that. So you got the FU tone parts.
That's nice.
Actually, that's not FU tone. Sorry.
Oh, it's a knockoff then.
No, it's actual Floyd Rose parts.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, you can get the
whole...
I
mean, doesn't FU tone sell Floyd Rose parts too?
Well, I don't know. Well, no, I think they make their own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, so what bridge type is that? Is that a German one or is it a 1000 or what?
That's a German.
So it's the real deal.
Yep.
So, what kind of pickups are those?
So check out Ron's email there. Active. Radioactive. That's radioactive too.
Yes. Yeah. And then on the blue one, I added blue to that one, the blue one, and green to the green crackle. And then on the yellow crackle, I ordered a set of gold. So it's going to have the gold
nice.
hardware.
That's going to look sick. You know what I saw down at the bass amp shop over in Hollywood when I took him my guitar hangers during NAMM? They had like full on solid every single piece titanium Floyd Rose.
Mm-hmm.
It was
like
nice.
$900.
They didn't even know what price it was, but yeah.
If
I have
you go to floydrose.com, they're like $900.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Should I show a picture of it? Or?
Yeah.
I have to turn my phone back on. It died. Let's say hi to whoever else is left in the chat. Of course, check out Johnny Bean's previously videotaped 7 months ago. Or is it live? It was live here. We did it live, right? Yeah, it was on a Monday. We did it live. And you soldered it right here like a pro. Pretty awesome. Yeah. New comments popping in. Jim says, wow, Ron, I like it.
Thank you.
And who else is new here? I think that's Robot Death somebody or another. Robot Death Saves. I guess that's what we're heading for, right? That must be AI in the chat. I stepped away and Laz is molesting another instrument. Chains and a satin finish, good combo. You know, I bought that traditional, never thinking I'd do anything like this to it. Then my sister invited me to join her punk rock band.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think he's talking about that.
What? He's talking about right here, chains and satin finish.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Hold on. That's my guitar. My
okay.
Oh, hold on, remove
All right, let's leave it at that.
Oh, there you go. We'll leave it at that.
You can buy that kit. It's actual Floyd Rose hardware, and it's $60.
Not bad. Dang, that's a great price.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that with some of my Floyd stuff. Well, by the way, Ryan Hall, I'm not sure if I should read this out loud, but I'm going to try. Okay. Holly Lewis, it's so weird how in can touch here and there, but skip over the next place.
Talking about tornado.
Oh, okay. Now I was trying to figure out what
the green one
heck was going on there. Anyway. Oh, that's awesome. I like the green one. Maybe I should do the green one with the slime green one that I'm going to...
And wait, Johnny, hold on. They got one for you. Hold on.
Johnny.
Right,
hold on. Let's
right
here.
Is it pink?
Johnny, we got to get you, put the Floyd on something. Look. There's a pink one.
Oh, absolutely. There you go. That's kind of rose gold, though.
That's pretty.
They call it pink.
Janice likes it. There you go.
But more importantly, you
got,
call it pink.
Well, no, they say, look, right there. Upgrade
can you
kit.
see that? Can you see it?
No. I'm just reading it right there. Upgrade kit pink.
Pink. There you go. Well, it's anodized. So anodized colors are not like the same as other colors.
But
yeah,
they have
pink for women.
Blue, green, purple, red, gold.
Isn't May like Women Breast Cancer Month or something like that? Defeat Cancer Month? Or, is that October?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's in May? Is it MS month?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day? Well, that's just like this Sunday. It's not all month long, is
mm-hmm.
it? Maybe we should make it an entire month because moms are really that special. You know what my ex, who's from a different land far across the ocean, used to say to me? They have Mother's Day one day out of the year, but in that country they don't have Father's Day. Guess why? Because Mother's Day is one day a week. Every other day is Father's Day.
Oh.
I
don't know if I agree with that.
Well, that's what she said because it's because it's a misogynistic country that she comes from. That's fairly patriarchal still. And why I'm glad to live here in the grand USA. Where I'm glad being American. No, anyway. So we'll end the show now, about 17 minutes past the hour, before I break out in song.
You should have ended it an hour and 9 minutes ago, Laz.
Exactly. Here, this one's for Janice. All right. And
one day.
Just one. Anyway,
3 times a charm.
3 times. Okay, one more time. That was that was pretty good.
That was a
Awesome.
double shot.
That was a double shot, totally by accident. That is what she said. All right, you guys. It was real. It was fun. For some, it wasn't real fun. Johnny was falling asleep there at one point. But we will revisit this again in the future. But I will shoot actual video because it's hard to do a
in
live
7
when
months.
you're like doing paint and stuff.
October.
No, this week. This week. I'm going to do it this week. I'm going to shoot the paint on it this week.
Live?
So,
are we going to see that? Are we going to?
I can't do that live,
Right.
Johnny. That's impossible. Like you got to concentrate on that. I can't do a live show and do that. I
You
gotta,
need to get a,
I tried doing a live thing once before out there. Remember, with the headstock repair, finishing, and all that, and then I just
you need to get a GoPro.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good idea. Yeah. Maybe I'll just use my phone like a lot of other people do. It shoots good video. I do have a gimbal. I could use the gimbal in good L.
There
like,
you go.
Make it look all cool. Like come up from the sky, come down. Maybe I'll get what do they call those things? They fly around, they hover
Birds.
and stuff. You can
Butterflies.
put a camera on.
UFOs?
People put cameras on them.
Drone.
People put cameras on them.
Mine had a gun on it.
I'm not surprised. All right, you guys. I did watch. If you guys want to see something very enlightening in a way, you could say, almost irradiating light. I watched over the week on and off the HBO series about the Chernobyl, not just the nuclear explosion, but the aftermath of
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. Yeah. In the aftermath of what everyone went through in Russia regarding that, and it's rather enlightening, extremely sad, but at the same time, I learned a lot watching that, and it definitely made me think about how important it is that we have people that understand science, technology, and the power of these things in leadership positions. Because if they don't have respect for that kind of stuff can happen. And
There you go, lad.
I won't say much more than that, but wow, it really made me think about holy mackerel. Now that is amazing. That's somebody's actual boudoir, as they would say, on Tatooine, right?
Imagine the BO in that room.
I gotta go. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
All right,
I'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye, Brent.
Nice seeing you,
See you later, man. Nice seeing you.
Later, man.
All right, we're gonna leave now too. If anyone has any reason to want to leave a comment or whatnot in the chat or afterwards, please do.
Here's what I told my kids I want for Father's Day.
Oh, might as well post that.
Wow.
See what it says?
Something about some old geezer needing some iron.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Didn't we know that guy?
Does the hat say let's destroy America again?
I don't know what it says.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Anyway, you can't see it? Can't see that.
No, can't read what it says.
Yeah. Probably says don't tread on me or something like that. But anyway, right on, everybody. Thanks for joining, watching, taking part in the chat. Johnny, thank you for your patience and your and for soldering that thing in that I just removed now.
7 months ago. Which
we played it once and then we just sat over there.
Yeah.
And watch that clip.
If you guys want to watch the video,
go watch it now
of me actually fixing that guitar. It's in the chat. There it is.
Yeah.
Watch that video and then wait about 7 months and then watch this one again.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch it. Show it to your grandchildren. It'll be amazing fun for them, I'm sure.
And then
you're welcome,
your
Holly.
grandchildren's grandchildren can watch when Laz finishes the guitar.
Yeah. I mean, we got to take our time with this thing. We don't want to make any mistakes. Teaching patience to them youngster tinkerers out there is probably one of the most important lessons in life, right? Oh my God, 2 miles. That's pretty scary. Dude, I was in Ohio one time, the same state as where Ron lives. And I went for a lunch break, and there was like this, like it was like I was like in Kansas in the Wizard of Oz. Stuff was flying around like this. The street lights were swinging like this, you know. And I looked down the street to where my wife and child were, like 10 miles down, and I get this call. Yeah, I get this call that the lights went out, and I'm like, honey, get under the table, because I'm looking. They have, they have those long streets down in Ohio where you can look straight down, and I'm looking straight down the street in the direction where I came from to work, right? And I see a tornado there, and I'm like, honey, just get under the table and get all the cushion pillows around you guys from the sofa and stuff, and just hide under the table. We had this big heavy duty table, and thank God nothing happened, but she was scared out of her mind.
And you were on the western side of Ohio?
I was actually south. I was in Twinsburg, and she was in North Royalton.
Okay.
And I could see down that highway, whatever the road is. It's like two-lane road, but they call it a highway. It's just a road. And I could see straight down, and I see the tornado there. I see it right down there, and everything around us is whipping like that. It must have been about 8 to 10 miles out, which is about where she was at. So I'm like, oh my God,
See, I'm actually in the foothills of the
scary,
Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, you don't get it too much though, because the mountains kind of disperse it a little, right?
But once you get close to Columbus, then it flattens out.
Right.
The whole western side's all flat. They get it all done.
Yeah. So yeah, and I remember when I was in Cincinnati one time doing some work on a job. This guy says, "Oh, we got to get in the basement." I'm like, "What?"
And he takes the soap and washes himself.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. The guy actually had Parkinson's, so he could only move like this fast. Like that. I actually went to the symphony with him because he had tickets and his wife didn't want to go. And he's like, you don't have to help me. You don't have to help me. He's just everything's like super slow, and he walks like super slow because that's how bad it was. But his name was Glenn. He was the coolest dude. Super cool dude. Yeah, anyway, I often make friends with some of my clients because we just get talking, and next thing you know, we develop a friendship, and there you are. I had this one guy one time made me a filet mignon. His wife comes home, and she's like, "Oh, you made filet mignon for this guy? Who's this guy? And he's like, "He's my buddy Laz now, And he opens a bottle of wine. He tells me, this wine, tell me what you think." And it was a Pinot, and I'm like, "Oh, this stuff's special, man. What is this? This is good." And he's like, "How much do you think it costs?" And I'm like, "Probably over $100, And he's like, "Close. It's like 89." And I'm like, "Well, and it's some obscure vineyard that's in the Russian River Valley area." And he said that he discovered that wine one time, and he'd been looking for the label for the longest time. And one time they were driving by there, by Gurneville area there, and he saw the sign. He saw the label, the sign. He's like, "Got to go back there." And he's like, "I found it," because he could never find it. He couldn't remember what it was. And yeah, it's a wine story, Johnny. We are going to go to that vineyard, Johnny, right?
Randy's sisters.
Mm-hmm. It was. I have no idea what Johnny's laughing about. I saw it from the bedroom window. There has been a lot of tornadoes. Can't be that. I need to get a helmet. Possibly that. Play nice words. Nice play on words, Johnny. Let's see. Holly is back in the 80s. Something or another. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not laughing at any of that.
Jim loves flaming quiche, and Zach Thong is laughing. So maybe it's something Zach Thong sent, right? He sent you a message. I did hear that there is going to be a Speed Part 3 movie coming out soon. I have no idea what that's about. So
what does it have to do with anything, Laz?
Nothing at all. I'm just throwing shit out at the wall just to see what you'll laugh at. It's working.
Spaghetti.
My grandfather,
You're a wreck.
all my uncles took it, but they had all that homemade Dago red wine they made.
Oh, here.
For years.
Mm.
He had a wine cellar
There
in
you
his
go.
house. Then when he passed, my uncles raided it.
Raided it like he took advantage of it, defiled it.
300 and some bottles down there, and I got one.
Ah, let's see.
Did that
Let's
thing
see.
shake?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Spaghetti shake.
That's what she said.
That is most of the time.
It's because of the Euro
I have no idea what
modulator.
you're talking about.
That it's all spaghetti because he uses wires, and that's one of his emotes.
What?
That's what I said.
Sandra Klepper.
Oh, sorry, Johnny. Oh, sorry. All right, you guys. I gotta end this. I gotta end this before it gets crazy.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it on Twitch.
Let's go to
yeah,
Twitch,
what's the name of that
Take
winery?
us to Twitch.
What's the name of that winery, Ray? Uncle Raymond. Uncle Raymond, by the way, I'm looking forward to when that book comes out. The Amanda one. You know, the one I'm talking about.
I'm ordering
Everyone here knows.
the Randy
I think
Rose one.
Yeah.
It's going to sit right there on the shelf.
But the Van Halen
Laz,
one's
we're supposed to go over there.
Yeah, let's do it. When do you want to do it?
Tomorrow.
Later on, Holly.
We could do it. Like, I can't do it this week, possibly next week, but more likely after I'm back from the Kiesel thing. So that means
When's
early
that?
June. The last weekend of May. I'm most likely going to go down and collect my prized possession from Kiesel. I have to ask her. Yeah, I'll ask her. I bet you we could just look it up. We'll just look up Rhodes Family Vineyard. I bet you it's probably something like that. Right?
Yeah, it's under her husband.
It's
under
actually
her
up
husband's
here.
name.
Oh, it's her husband.
It's in Napa.
It's in Napa. There's only that. There's not that many vineyards in Napa, so we could probably narrow it down. All right, you guys. So, like I usually like to say, be good or be good at it. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. Johnny, what do you got going on tomorrow? You doing something with this guy down there or next to you over there?
No.
Hold on. Here, let's go like this. Oh, no. Hold on. No, that's not it. There we go. All right. You're on top, Johnny. Go.
Thank you. Well, tomorrow, talking guitars. We've got some stuff to talk about. I think what you guys were asking me the other day to talk about my my Rotovibe.
Oh, let's bring the Rotovibe. Yeah.
Right? I found it.
That's awesome. I love it.
There
I
it
almost,
is.
dude, remember I wanted to buy one of those, but I had to return it because it wasn't working to that guy over at that store in Orange. Look at that. JohnnyBean.co.
When's the last time you used that, Johnny?
It's been years. Look at that.
The one that I got wasn't working, and I ended up buying some other kind of a.
Well, Johnny
Rotovibe
can sell you that
thing.
one.
I
It's so
actually
big.
use this.
It takes up too much space. It's too big.
I was gonna.
I use all my
this-
pedals too, Johnny.
Uh-huh. I was gonna use
You've
this.
seen my pedal board.
I've seen. I know.
It's
That's what I was
monstrous.
wondering, actually. Anyway, I'm going to use this Sunday on
my
the Guitar
car.
ASMR show. I've got a gig Saturday. I might use it for the gig Saturday, which I'll live stream on Twitch, maybe. So follow me on Twitch.
You've got to use that.
And then tomorrow, talking guitars, we'll talk guitar news for you guys.
Everybody's saying good night to everybody. Thank you for coming. You guys all rock. Please leave a comment after the show. Comments help. And
Drop a comment.
Subscribe and share. Drop a comment. Subscribe, share, and if you want to support the show, you can do that, but you don't have to. I've been blessed with all kinds of cool stuff coming my way, like them pedals I was telling you guys about right there. Those are cool. We'll do a demo of those. Last style. And,
what are they?
Oh,
What
well,
are they?
one's called a.
See, Ron, if you can
One's
get 'em-
called. I know you can get me keep. You can keep me going. Yeah. One's called
Somebody
the
in
white.
chat.
One's called the White Pedal version 3, number
Highlight.
35.
Highlight your camera.
These are prototypes, obviously.
White pedal version of what? The black one?
We're gonna find out next week. And the other one's called. Oh, this one's a dead giveaway. They give you the name of what it does. So it's probably a Univibe style drive pedal that's orange, meaning maybe it's got a little bit of that orange squeeze kind of a thing, that was like one of the first kind of, or treble booster style overdrivey kind of things. Number 10 of 25. So this is a limited edition, limited. So we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that next week, or maybe we'll do that after I fix. Maybe next week live. I'll put this thing back together. That's looks like that right now in pieces.
Well, if it ever quit raining here, I can get Johnny's pedal done and give it to Sky so he can get it together.
Yeah. We'll wait for another 7 months for that, right?
He's like, Johnny stuff? Yeah.
All right, thanks, Janice, for coming on the show as well. I totally appreciate you hanging with us. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I haven't even opened those boxes. I don't even know what they look like, but they're gonna be big. Obviously, they're huge. Anyway, you know what she said. And Sky Prop is ready for something, Ron.
He's ready for Johnny's pet. I'm going to let him, Sky, I'm going to let you buy me a burger or Burgatory.
I'm going to make burgers for dinner right now, as a matter of fact, on the grill. So thank you again, everyone, for coming. And yeah, don't forget Johnny's show. Well, Johnny, you have a show every day now, right? And you have 2 channels now. You have channel number 2 now.
I have several channels.
You know what you got to do is you got to put a GoPro on little Ned there. And that can be channel number 3, and it just go 24/7. And I bet you that'll be the breakout million viewing thing that nobody else has done. And in the background, you just have old 70s rock music going on in the background, and it'll be it'll just go viral. That's what you got to do. Anyway, that's the show, you guys. Thanks for coming. Rock on, everybody. I'm looking for our friend Dale at the end. We'll see him popping in here any second now. Thank you again for coming. Later.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.